This was fascinating, and I'm going to try to verbalize it, but bear with me. It was showing all of us as God, which is, it's all love. We're all love. It's all love. And, but all splitting off from one another into different timelines. And they've shown it like this before, parallel lives and all these things. And it can get confusing and wonky because the truth is we all essentially are. We're all able to resonate because we all have similar emotions. And some of us have emotions stronger on one range than the other and whatnot. But we can understand one another to a degree. And they showed me a few things that I don't know. I don't know if they were telling me I was psychic, because it was wild how I thought we were talking about me and my life and all these things. And then within hours, they showed me a clip, and it was talking about another person who was literally a live, real person. And the story in the clip that they were showing me was almost identical. And again, like to a different degree, a different scale, a different whatever, because it was somebody else in their life, but it was wild, the parallelness. And so then I thought they were showing me that, like the split off and how we all are essentially living the same. And then it was like, oh my God, how is it so, like even the words are somewhat, like it was so wild how it was like, oh, are you just showing me that I was psychic? Like, did I know you were going to take me to watch that within hours? Or did I somehow call that in because I just said this? And then I was like, who the fuck knows? And that they like flung me into a flash, like a whole nother flash where it was like, no, this is what happens. It's like we live these lives and we experience them, and then they deviate at some point. Like deviate meaning the deviation point is where it's like don't like, right? Goes, quote, downhill. And at that downhill is where we split off and where another version picks up where we left off in the good way, the way we wish it rolled kind of thing. And then because they had, this clip was almost like, oh, was she me in a past life, but we're living the same life, the same timeline? So clearly it's not a past life. It's very wonky. And so, remember they've shown me a few times where it's like I'm coming back and witnessing the becoming of who I am. And we're all doing that. And so it's like we're all watching ourselves and one another, but one another is ourselves, is us. So we're watching all the versions of us. And learning from one another and learning to love one another and accept one another because we are one another, and understand one another, and then enjoy one another and enjoy this variation. And doing so without the judgment, because now we fully love ourselves and we fully can love everyone else. And then it's not, when I say judgment, I mean like usually it is like a harsh or it's a right or wrong or all that, where this is more like, oh my God, everybody, it's like judging everybody spectacular in that sense, right? Where it's like, oh my God, it's so refreshing and so great and so magical to see all these different variations of ourselves. It's so refreshing, right? Instead of seeing the same old. It is refreshing when you see authentic people, isn't it? When you watch people and they're not acting. And I love actors. I don't mean it like that. But they're not putting on a show, right? Like they are truly them. It's just refreshing to your soul. You can feel it. It is like a deep breath. You're like, oh God, there are other real people out there. And we all are, right? It's just when you're bumping into people, right? We could, there's times where I'm offline and then I'm bumping into a bunch of other people that I'm offline because I am, so that's what I'm calling in. But then, I don't know, it's like I'm always somewhat aware or awake. It's very odd. If you know I'm odd, so I don't know how to explain half the stuff. And so I guess it's just our notice. It's like our warning sign. Then, okay, well then fucking get back online so you can call back in people who are online. So you can have that deep breath. So you can breathe again, right? So you can feel aligned and refreshed. Anyway, it was showing it almost like a seashell or like a whirl or a twirl or a swirl, in that it is all one and we're all cycling and swirling in this pool and this mess together, because it's all us and it's all the same and it's all one and it's all splitting off and it's all parallel and it's all choices and focus and enjoyment and love and laughter and forgiveness of oneself, really. We talk about that often because that has always been the hardest for me. It's like I'll end up seeing the gift, the lesson, the presence, and enjoy them and accept them and allow them and love them and thank them, and I find it easier to do that with others, and then it can be challenging at times for us to do it. It's like that last leg with ourselves. And then when we do, it's like, well, why did we make that so hard again? Why couldn't I be nice to myself? But we are hard on ourselves, I find. I think that's the case across the board. I do. I mean, because we all are one. And that's what it boils back down to for all of us. This is why the sooner we can love and accept ourselves as is, the better it is for all of us. Isn't that funny? That's our only job. All of us. That's our only job for all of us. We have to fully love and accept ourselves and know what that means. That took me a long time to untangle. That's why I say that always, because oftentimes we think we are loving ourselves, but we don't really know what that means, because we're not slowing down and quieting down to hear what we're telling ourselves, and what we're believing, and what's under that, and what's under that, and what's under that. Anyway, I'm trying to think why I came on. I think it was the vision they were showing me that was wild. Where I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they were showing me to show me that we were all, swirling in the same and splitting off and living each other's lives, because we're all living our lives, which is the same. We're all one. And where we split off. Or if it was also that psychic bit, which is always so... You know why it's interesting to me? Because I don't understand it when it's happening. Do you see what I'm saying? I guess I think of psychics as people who know they're doing it. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what they are or what it means, really. I don't know. But I never realize it until they show it to me. So sometimes they show me right away within minutes, sometimes hours, sometimes days, weeks, months, years. But then we could also debate that too. we could debate a lot of it. Yeah. I don't want to say I don't care. It's not that. I love it. I love all of it. But I have found that sometimes my brain will break when I try to understand it more. And it's like, why does it matter? I don't know that it matters. Do you know what I mean? Anyway. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.